Precious people and wonderful people of the nation of Zimbabwe, I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are watching from. I'm here, your prophetic intercessor, Pastor Oshen Amandishe. I want to share with you a message. Let me just give you a background. Before elections, I posted a message, why the throne is empty. Now, I want us to understand something, because some were asking, some were putting messages in the comment section. Now look what is in the position after elections. So, did you hear from God? What are you saying? I want us to listen very carefully, because God does not work with our understanding. Our reality is not the reality of God. So let me get to the point. Let me get to the message. The story of Saul is a very familiar story in the Bible. God rejected his rulership. From that time, the mandate was not upon him. So this is something that we need to understand, that when that happened, he remained on the throne. Then after some time, the prophet of God mourned, and he cried because of Saul, because he loved Saul so much. But God said, until when you are still mourning for Saul, see that I have rejected him. God instructed Samuel to go and anoint the son of Jesse, and he anointed the son of Jesse, who was David. When he anointed him, David did not become a king there and there. However, I want us to understand that from the time God rejected the rulership, the leadership of Saul, the throne was empty as far as God is concerned. But when people looked from our perspective, from human perspective, they saw that the throne was occupied. There was a king there. So why am I sharing this? This is the same context in our situation in Zimbabwe. God already ordained a leader whom he said is going to lead. David was anointed, but Saul remained there on the throne. When he was there on the throne, before the eyes of God, the throne was empty because he had rejected. God would not say there was a king or there was a ruler, so to speak, when he said, I have rejected him. He had already anointed someone. But for the reason known to God, he allowed that to happen until the time that God said, this is the new leader that is going to lead Israel. So Zimbabwe, I want us to understand that is the scenario that is happening here in our nation. So do not be disturbed. Do not be confused. My message is very clear. God does not work with our understanding. According to the eyes of God, it is empty. Because when Saul was rejected, the throne was empty until it was occupied by David. So do not be confused with the message that I shared. What God said is going to come. God is futuristic, not what we see today. So I thought the nation of Zimbabwe needs to understand this message very carefully in order for us to know the mind of God in this time and season. Let us just listen to the scriptures that I was giving reference, so that you may understand what I was referring to. So let's just be patient and hear the scriptures.
1 Samuel chapter 15.
Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
And Saul said unto Samuel,
I have sinned.
1 Samuel chapter 16. And the Lord said unto Samuel,
How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons.
God bless you for listening to this message and this word. Shalom.